that mess it up. You know, we walk around looking like we ate something bad. I'm one of them believer guys. You can be just like me. No wonder kids like Landon going, well, I can hardly wait. We need to laugh at ourselves. On the way to church, we become the most humorless people on the face of the earth. How many of you on the way to church have ever found yourself with your hands around the throat of a child you love very much? You see your hands. Come on. Are there others back there? Yeah. And you're saying something like this. You get ready for church. You get ready now. So we can get there on time to learn about the love of Jesus. Two of the most beautiful girls you've ever met in your life. On the way to church, they sit in the back and fight like they were warring countries. Over nothing, over stupid stuff. This is my side of the car. And they're always messing with themselves. You are breathing on my side of the car. Take your molecules back. Am I wrong here? You ever heard this? She's looking at me. I thought, you know what? I'm an expert on this. I will shame them into good behavior. I said, why don't you just poke her eyes out there? That's the wrong answer. I look back there. One kid has her hand over and her eyeballs are rolling up. And the other one's going, they're still looking at me. Tell me you've never grabbed the rearview mirror in that case and given them the Sunday morning look alone. And you say something that makes no sense. You want me to come back there? You know what your kids are thinking. Dad, come on back. Come on. Come on, Dad. You're doing 75 miles an hour. Let's see what happens to the car. No, you can't go back because you are doing 75. And the reason you're doing 75 is because you're late for church. So tell me you've never done this. Grab that rear view mirror and do this number. I'll come back. You stab. Come here. I'll reach you. Lean forward a half an inch. You'll meet Jesus today. So. Come here. I had an old man come up to me one time and I saw him coming all the way from the back, and when he got to the front he said, I'm going to tell you something. When you were talking about swinging your arm at the kids, he said, God spoke to me about that a long time ago. And I thought, here he is. One of these humorless people. He's going to climb all over me. So I just braced myself. I said, what'd God tell you? And this old man got this little glint in his eye and he said, God showed me, that a touch on the brakes brings him right in place. Have the fat content of my body analyzed. How stupid is that? They weighed me underwater. See, here's the theory. Fat floats and bone and muscle sink. That's the theory. So if they weigh you out of water and then weigh you underwater, you get to pay them $75 to subtract those two numbers. And then they tell you how fat you are. So I went into this therapy pool. They got a big crane hanging on the deep end of the pool. It was unbelievable. And they got a swing hanging from the crane. That's the scale. And they bring it over to the side. They got a way to bring it over. And they weigh you on dry land. I could see my $75 hang out of the guy's pocket. And he weighed me. And then they swung it out over deep into the pool, and this guy goes, okay, now, he said, now let all the air out of your body. See, I've been married for 30 years. That's a request that had never been made to me before. He said, you gotta breathe out. Now, here's why. If you breathe in, that floats, and it will register as fat. So you gotta breathe out. But God never intended us to breathe out before we go underwater. If you go to jump in water, what will you do instinctively as you jump in? Breathe in. Do you know why? So you can live. You need the oxygen. This guy's going, breathe out. They dumped me underwater. Now they can't get an accurate weighing until the scale stops bouncing. You know how long that takes? I saw Jesus at the end of a tunnel. They yanked me out of the water and the doctor said, yep, you're fat. I said, I want a second opinion. He said, you're ugly too. You want to know the fat content of your body? Next time you take a shower. Before you get dressed, you stand in front of a full-length mirror with a stopwatch. And you do this and start to watch. When stuff stops moving, stop to watch. I'm down to 2 days, 5